Hi everyone, welcome to Investor Script. So today we're going to look at company announcements first. Medyo marami pala today. Yeah. We're going to start with Macro Asia with their material information transactions. Let's see. Please be advised that during the meeting of the Corporate Governance Committee of Macro Asia Corporation that was held yesterday, the following individuals were pre-screened and determined to possess the qualifications required and none of the disqualifications provided for under the bylaws and the manual on corporate governance of the corporation to be elected as members of the board of directors. So these are the board of directors which will be part of the annual stockholders meeting of the corporation. Dr. Lucio Tan, Carmen K. Tan, Lucio Tan III, Vivian Tan, Joseph Chua, Michael G. Tan, Eduardo Luis Tibu. It's for your information. Next, what do we have here? Share buyback. Share buyback. Costco Capital. They will be buying back. They bought back a total of 1 million shares at 5.21 per share today. So that's around 5.2 million pesos. Okay. Notice of annual stockholders meeting by Euromed. If you have this, you can attend this. Online naman po. June 16, 2021, 10 a.m. Conversion of 250 million advances of the company to Coffee France into equity. Okay. So, kanila na pala yung Coffee France. Press release. So, we're doing this kasi we know naman na you don't have enough time to check all of this. So, you just want to click this video and listen to it. Ay, wala. Wait lang. Sabi yan. Phoenix Petroleum swings to profit for fiscal year 2020. So, wala. As of last year siya. Guys. Konti lang yung mahilig konti lang naman yung mahilig um, check talaga ng PSE EDGE. So, ayan. I'm doing this also so that I get updates myself on how the stocks are doing. Ayan. Para silang, instead of checking your Facebook, you can do this instead. So, strong finish to a challenging year with overall volume of up or it increased 32% year on year, led by overseas business and solid results from LPG. Okay, overseas volume more than doubled year on year. OPEX CAPEX down 38% year on year. Interest cost lowered by 28%. Sustained positive trajectory with Q4 net income of 158 million pesos. 63 million the strength of company's diversified portfolio. Okay. Net income nila is around 63 million. Yeah, so if you want to read all of this, the rest of the report you can check PSE EDGE. But yeah. See the material transactions of Euromed. Euromed, regular meeting, March 30, conversion, Cafe France into equity. So, marami na silang affiliated food companies. JDS, Cautions covers income in fiscal year 20. Core net income, one of the largest and highly diversified conglomerates in the Philippines, ended 2020 with core unit income after taxes of 450 million pesos. Given the resiliency of its portfolio and the group's uh, agile response to the disruption caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. Double-digit revenue growth in its banking and office segments, robust sales in food, higher dividends from its telecommunications investments tempered the negative impact of the pandemic to the company's overall operating results. Its petrochemical units saw lower sales volumes and selling prices on the back of weaker global industrial demand. Okay. So, maganda naman daw ang kanilang returns. Please feel free to read this one if you have time. The rest of the report. But yeah, they have a really good net income as of last year. We also have this one, a stockholders meeting. So in stockholders meeting, usually if you're a stockholder in this parang record date nila, for X date din, you get you get to to attend it. So ganun. It's nice then if you will get yourself updated with their news because um, if you're like looking for short term play, short duration of play, yeah, the mostly, well, ideally, they should go up because they have news. Board approval of their financial statement. So they will be releasing another one. So Cemex, you have Cemex reports on their costs and expenses dispersed charge against their SRO proceeds. Okay. Yeah. So we write a connection with the stock rights offering of 8 billion common shares of CHP. This was conducted in 2020 based on the offer price of 1.54 per share. The total proceeds amounts to 12.77 billion pesos, with which they reported the cost and expenses were lower disbursed charged today against the ESRO proceeds, which amounts to 8 million pesos. Solid cement plant expansion project. So they just uh, notified the exchange. Yun nga, so uh, yeah, some of them will let you know. Meron na pala mga notices of annual or special stockholders meeting. So you can just click here if you want to know uh, if you have specific stock na gusto mong patinan. Kasi malapit na rin yung mga annual stockholders sila. Says Bloomberry, Here it says that Philippines billionaire Enrique Razon was sued in New York by a company that claims that Tycoon illegally terminated an agreement to operate a Manila casino and is hiding assets in the US to avoid paying an arbitration award. So the suit, which was filed Monday in the federal court in New York by Global Gaming Philippines, seeks to confirm a 296.6 million arbitration award handed down by a panel in Singapore against Rason over his withdrawal of rights to operate the Soler Resort and Casino in Manila Entertainment City suburb. So Bloom said that there was really a suit that enforces that they want to enforce a arbitral award against um, Bloom. So Bloom, yeah. Bloom is a company whose shares are listed in the PSE. So, tingnan nyo to kasi baka bumagsak to lalo. This is in addition to a court case, so they have existing one here in Makati City, which issued a writ of attachment and writ of preliminary injunction against the shares that GAM was trying to sell. So, merong shares ang GAM sa Bloom, and they were trying to sell it during their arbitration case. Tapos, kaya sila nag-issue ng writ of attachment and preliminary injunction. Nag-file to issue. GAM's action to lift attachment and injunction issued by RTC is still pending in the Philippine Supreme Court, so they are not supposed to be selling it. How much is their shares? I don't have any idea yet. So, GAM has previously dragged Mr. Razon in a suit in Hong Kong against Deutsche Bank to compel the release of the shares in Bloom subject to the RTC attachment and injunction. GAM had to ask the Hong Kong court to suspend the proceedings because of the subsisting Philippine court actions. GAM had to pay the cost of Mr. Razon as the Hong Kong court considers GAM's implicating. Uh, well, conflict of laws, you know. Mr. Razon will vigorously oppose the shameless GAM forum shopping and take note international forum shopping and an attempt to enforce an arbitral award against those who are not party to the arbitration. So, ayun, let's see. But then, kasi meron siyang pending dito. They want to release the shares, their Bloom shares. They want to sell it. But then, until the Philippine Supreme Court decides on it, wala silang magagawa. So, they tried to file it on other jurisdiction. However, I don't know if they will acquire jurisdiction on said issue because um, yeah, it's in the Philippines. The company is in the Philippines. The what's happening is in the Philippines. So what the issue is all about is in the Philippines. Kaya yung masarap sa corporate law, di ba? Lalo na pag malalaking companies. Anyway, let's look at Bloom na lang. Bloom lang. What's really nice with the with this those kind of news is that um yeah, mukhang bumabawi naman siya, nag-hold pa rin siya at 6 pesos. So, ayun, parang it's like the Wall Street one, di ba? Yung merong um, court case dun sa isang airlines. Tapos, dun na, meron daw silang ilalabas na um, yung court daw is mag-decide ng uh, in favor with the airlines. Kaya tataas yung share. So, what the investor did is he bought this said company or big chunk of shares at a lower price. Yun. Anyway, ano ba? Ayun, so tingnan nyo lang yung Blue Moon Coming Days. And lastly is the PSB, stockholders. So karamihan puro mga stockholders naman. If you're likely you want to hold a stock for quite some time, or if you want to clarify some things, yeah, please feel free to attend their stockholders meeting. Usually meron silang parang question and answer portion at the end of it. So, ayun lang. Tingnan lang natin yung bloom in coming days. That's to wrap it up, guys. See you in our next video. And please click share to subscribe. And also, you may want to open an account with us in utrade.ph under FEC as your agent code. So, that's me. So, the perks are on our next videos. Bye-bye.